not usually like me, but I wanted to kind of get on and start the live with you guys at the right time. I'm not in work tomorrow, so that's going to be a chance for me to do the longer form content. Um, yeah, when you're all on, I'll go into it a bit more about how my week's been. It's just been really kind of a tough week, and a lot has happened. So when you guys come on, the regulars come on, I will go into that. I hope you've all been well. So this is an autumn, kind of coming into autumn literally tomorrow. So it's like an autumn makeup look. Because I'm not in work tomorrow, the longer form content will actually be up, which is great. All I can do, guys, is apologize about the lack of longer form content on the channel. I've never been kind of as ill as I have been lately, and that's even considering my long-term illness. It was never this bad, so I am sorry about that, but I will continue to do longer form content. It seems to be easier on a Wednesday. So I'm just going to check something, guys. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. So yeah, that will be up a bit longer, but tomorrow. So that's the contour and highlight requested for beginners will be up tomorrow in my video section. So this is just the Superdrug biodegradable cleansing facial wipes. I'm finding them as I'm a little bit iller, sicker even, a little bit easier than my usual cleanser, just energy wise and things like that. So I'm going to pop on my skincare with you guys. But I really appreciate, the new subscribers too, and I'm hoping that the channel will grow. So what I'm going to do is pop on the plum extract, goju berry extract, nourishing gel moisturizer, and this is from Superdrug. I'm hoping I put this as public. I'm sure I did. So let's just got a mirror here too, but I've got a lot to catch up with you guys when you're on. So I'll wait for that. So we're going to be using the W7 Socialite palette today. Again, if you're a long-term kind of subscriber to me, you'll know that's one of my favorite palettes, or favorite brands. Okay, so let me just check a couple of things while we're on. Blimmy Yum, hi girl, you're so gorgeous. So thank you. I appreciate that. This is a makeup tutorial channel, just if you've never been here before. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you're well. So guys, if you don't know who I am and you're just kind of coming on, I can see there's a couple of you guys on now. My name is Kira. I'm from Ireland, but I live in the UK. And outside of YouTube and makeup, I'm a support worker for autistic young adults and Down syndrome young adults as well. So that's what I do outside of here. So yeah. Hi Lily Rose. Thank you. So this is the, I'm just doing a makeup tutorial today, guys, with the W7 Socialite palette. I say today, in the UK it's like 8:30, 8:45 at night, but I always come on usually a bit later on. So this is what we're going to be looking at. And this is what it looks like. It's a really, really pretty palette. Definitely autumn, perfect. Everyone is sad that the summer's ending. Hi Marco Polo, how are you? But we're going to do like a warm, glowy kind of, not lose the glowiness of summer kind of skin. I'm sorry if I look a little bit unwell. I haven't been very good, haven't felt very well, but I will go into that a little bit later. So this is just what I always do after my serums, guys, is pop on some SPF. This is Soleil SPF Sensitive Face Lotion SPF 30. Hi F123. Thank you all for joining, guys. I really do appreciate it. So my name is Kira. I'm a freelance makeup artist, but I haven't done that in quite a while. So I do makeup on here instead. And then outside of that, I am a support worker for autistic young adults and adults with Down syndrome as well. So that's what I do outside of this. But do let me know what you guys do. I've just been so ill, but I will go into it a bit later. So this is just me. F1T, love the content. Keep it up, you'll make it big someday. Thank you. I don't know English, not that much, so I'm trying hard to understand you. Oh, that's okay. I understand that must be difficult if you don't speak English, but I appreciate you looking at the live. So this is kind of going to be really glowy. Definitely not losing that glowiness of kind of spray, or summer. Sorry, I'm getting a message there, guys. Sorry. But we're still going to go ahead with that kind of autumn look. So that's it, guys. I think I did put a little bit too much out there, so I'm just going to put the rest here. Marco Polo, you should not have YouTube. Why not? Why shouldn't I have YouTube? That's a bit of an odd comment. Okay, so kind of all the skin prep is done, skin preparation. So what I'm going to do for foundation is I'm going to go in with Revolution Skin Silk Prime Magic, and mine is in F5. It's more of a skin serum as well, so you've got lots of skincare ingredients in that. First, before that, we're just going to put on Rimmel, and this is the Fix and Perfect Primer, and Rimmel are a really good kind of for kind of money saving and things like that. They're a great brand. Because you're that gorgeous, YouTube would crash. I don't think so, but thank you. I'm sure there's a lot more people out there. But thank you for the compliment. So the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Primer, it looks like a moisturizer, guys. So it's actually really good for your skin. So it's a good base to have. I always say, try and put a primer on after your SPF. Sometimes primers have SPF, this one doesn't, but definitely minimum SPF, I would say 30. So this one here, if you're in the UK, Superdrug do their own Soleil SPF 30. The highest I know of that somebody told me on a live they had was 80. I've never been able to get that in the UK, SPF 80. I don't think we'd need SPF 80, but I think the highest I ever found was SPF 50, and that was Garnier. So this is just the Rimmel primer. We're going to pop that. Hi, I'm Stalin Johnson from India. Hello. So we're just going to pop this around the face, a little bit like you would moisturizer. Some people just put it in the T-zone areas, but this is really nice. It's like a moisturizer effect as well. And then we're going to go in with that Revolution Skin Base. But yes, guys, my name is Kira. I'm from Ireland, but I'm living in the UK at the minute. And outside of YouTube, I do support work with young adults who have autism and Down syndrome, but I do have a freelance makeup artistry background, and I like to do kind of makeup tutorials here. As you can, since February, I've been doing lives. They were requested. So I've always done longer form content, but yeah, this is kind of February time is the kind of the first live I did. So I'm hoping my TikTok light stays. It just moved. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we've got the primer on, we're going to pop on that foundation. This is the Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation F5. And again, they don't go into numbers, or sorry, names. So there's not porcelain beige, it's like numbers. So mine is F5. So go and check out your shade. And we're just going to pump. It's a pump as well, so you don't use a lot. Now it says F5, it's F5, but I mean, it does definitely look darker, but once it's on my skin, you'll see. Hi, Kaya, I've been waiting to see if you're on. How have you been? I'm sorry you missed the live the other night. I hope school's well. Tassos was on the other day too, and but I know it got a little bit later, so I know. But hope you're well. Hope you've had a good weekend. Going to put a little bit more on, guys, just because I can see I do need it. It might not look it from the camera, but I think I do. So I'm just going to pop a little bit here. And again, it's a serum, so it's got a lot of face and skincare in there. So what we're going to do is get the foundation brush. I hope you've been good, Kaya. Foundation brush from Real Techniques. 1 second, guys. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to use my foundation brush. You can spray your brush if you want to, but I tend to just... You can see, guys, the serum is showing. It's kind of a lot of skincare ingredients in there. So it doesn't... Really, the big test when you see a foundation, if it suits you, is that the neck and the kind of cheek definitely match. So that's what we're doing with that. And then we're just going to bring it around. But I hope you've been well, Kai, and school's been okay. How's school been? Tomorrow I'm doing my longer form content, so that'll be up, the contour and highlight video. So we're going to be using, guys, this W7 Socialite palette, and it's such good value for money, but also the colors are absolutely gorgeous. This is what they look like. Really, really pretty colors. So you can definitely get back into autumn with that. Like we're officially entering autumn tomorrow, so it's September. So yeah, try and kind of keep the glowiness of summer, Um, okay, so what we're going to do is put on the Makeup by Mario, and I keep forgetting to take this out of my kit because I've had it maybe 6 months, but if you spray it and keep it really hygienic, it's amazing, guys. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, and this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to show you, but let me know, guys, how you've been as well. This is what it looks like. Now, if you wanted to contour, get 2 or 3 shades, maybe 2 shades deeper, and you can really sculpt the skin. But this, for me, I use it as a skin enhancer, and I pop it around the skin, and it just gives a bit of a glow. My skin is definitely drier. I haven't been very well, and I think it's kind of showing. So I just pop it around kind of this area, and then I'm going to, again, use the foundation brush. Kawaii girl. Ahmad Mossin Pio Pio is a big fan. Love you, love your makeup. Oh, thank you. Have you been on the lives before? Thank you for joining. But do let me know when you're on, guys. But I haven't been very well again. I have, if you're a long-term or longer, if you've been subscribed to the channel for a little while and seen the lives, you'll know that I haven't been very well. Hi, Deborah. And I fell a couple of weeks ago, and I've been to the neurologist, and I fell again. Like it's all down my arm. I fell again a couple of days ago, and my legs and everything. So what's happening is I've been to neurology for it, and they weren't sure what it was, so I have to get an MRI. But basically, my leg just literally goes numb, and I fall, and so I fell downstairs in work, and this is what it looks like. This is a little bit, it's kind of healing now, but it was, oh guys, it was just a nightmare because I don't feel ill. It just starts to, I just don't feel my leg, and then obviously because you're walking or wherever you are, I just kind of go down. So not fun times right now. And with the NHS, which is our National Health Service, it said there's like a 4-month wait for the MRI, so it's just going to be, yeah. So I'm going to make an appointment with the doctor tomorrow and see, just my normal GP, and see what we can do. But yeah, okay, so we put that Makeup by Mario, and you can see it just gave a little bit of a kind of enhanced, like it says, a little bit of a glow. And we're now going to go in with the concealer. This makeup desk, guys, is just looking crazy. But yeah, it's definitely been a tiring week this week, so I apologize for not being able to do my longer form content. But I'm not sure what it is and what's happening. That's okay, Kaya. I've got my water here too. I was just saying I fell 2 days ago. Like I remember I said last week, I think 2 weeks ago I fell as well. And I've cut myself all here and all down my side. And it's just that, remember I was saying I was getting that kind of numb feeling in my leg, and it happened again on the stairs, and I just went like down. So not fun at the minute. I'm going to get a GP appointment soon. So hopefully they figure out what's going on. So we're just going to go in with our e.l.f. But Akaya, how has school been for you? Our e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the hydrating one. You can get the one just for normal skin, but I get the one for the hydrating. So we're going to pop that just on the outer corners here, and then just in the T-zone. Now, a lot comes out, guys, with this. So you do definitely get, e.l.f. are quite good like that. They definitely do a lot of, you get a lot for your money with e.l.f. because they've got really good ingredients as well. So we're just going to go here and here. Okay, and then just tiny. Now you'll see, guys, how little I'm putting on and how much we get out of this in a minute. You'll see. So mine's in porcelain. So I'm just going to warm it with my fingers. But yeah, it's definitely been a painful few days. But yeah. I think as well, when you've got like something wrong with your, neurologically, and they can't explain what it is, and you're falling and stuff in the meantime, it can be a little bit kind of daunting, or kind of not scary, but like concerning probably is the best word. Because it just takes the energy out of you and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, I hope school's been well, Kaya. All the kids go back tomorrow, basically, here in the UK. September start. So Some of them I think are back last week, but the majority are back on the 1st of September. That's okay, Kaya. So this is definitely just like an autumn look. I'm just getting the skin prep done. I'm doing my foundation and concealer. I'm not going to go too heavy on foundation or concealer because the eyes are really going to be the forefront of this, because this eyeshadow palette has a lot of glitters in it. It has a lot of kind of deep maroon colors, perfect for spring for autumn, but I don't want my face makeup to be too heavy. So I'm just, you can see, because all I've done now, you can use a sponge if you want, but I find with me, using concealer and using the kind of really being gentle around the eyes really is good for um, dotting on the T-zone and things like that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start to kind of set stuff. I can see I'm dehydrated. There we go. But let me know, guys, if this is your first time. Hi, Liv. How are you? Your first time on. Now I'm going to set it, and this is a new setting kind of. That's good. I'm glad. A new setting powder. This is the Collections Mattifying, and this is in Superdrug, and it's enriched with vitamin E. So I'm just going to get a damp brush, guys, because I can see it's kind of stuck to certain areas of the skin. And I'm just going to use my spray, and we're just going to go back in with the foundation brush. Hi, Kaya, you're back. That's good. I'm just literally spraying this with the vitamin E hydrating mist, because I can see there's just certain areas that have kind of dried into the skin, and we might put some more of that Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer Sculpting Cream on. Some people say Makeup by Mario is kind of in between high end and low end. I think this cost me £28. Now I know that does sound a lot, but Makeup by Mario are really good. They do very good skincare. I think he used to be Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. So what I'm going to do, you broke your phone a day ago. How did that happen, Kaya? Oh my goodness. I'm going to go in again. Now I know it looks a little bit too deep, but once you blend this out, guys, it gives a lovely tone to the skin without having to bronze it. Now we will go in with bronzer later, but if you're saying to yourself, I want to sculpt the skin more, and because it is a sculptor too, get a shade or two deeper, and then you can do that. Really go in with the contour. Um, oh gosh, that happened to me years ago, Kaya. Oh, it was awful. So do you think you can kind of just go and get it fixed, or do you have to get a whole new one? Is the screen shattered, or do you think you can kind of save it? Is it savable? Oh, I know how that feels, Kaya. You can see, guys, all it's done is, as well as me kind of moisturizing with that vitamin E spray and hydrating the skin, it's just given a little bit of a glow, and I think that's definitely what I need. So now what we're going to do is go in with this Set and Finish Vitamin E Collections Mattifying Powder. It says transparent. I know you're looking at it and it's super white, but it does come off transparent, which means that it's not going to affect any color we've popped on the skin. So I'm just gonna, this is new to me too, because I don't think it's new, but it's new to me. So we're just gonna start to pop this around. This is the GJS Beauty Big Bertha brush. Um, there's definitely a smell of like floral smell off this, guys. Yes, but my dad has a new one, but I love my phone. Do you mean he bought you a new one? Does that mean you have to get all your photos downloaded and passwords and everything? I know it can be a real pain sometimes. So as you can see, guys, it definitely looks super white, but when it goes on, it just kind of sets everything nice. It mattifies everything. It's not as shiny or dewy. But yeah, I went to neurology 3 weeks ago because I was having dizzy spells, and they couldn't really figure out what was happening. So I can't wait for that MRI, because that's what they said. The best thing to do is just get an MRI because you're falling a lot. And I think this one is quite bad because it goes right down my leg too. And when you're so used to being independent and walking, and just the basics, when something like this happens, it's a little bit scary, I think. So we've just kind of mattified the face, guys, and that's all it is. Kaya, no, we had a new one just laying around, and sorry, I was going to say my, not Min. Oh, I knew what that meant. Don't worry, Min is Danish. I understand. I knew what you meant. That's okay. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is go in with a product that I've been absolutely loving, and it is by no means new, but it's a great little thing to have. It's the Revolution, and it's their Super Matte Fix Setting Powder. It comes with this little triangle puff. I got it in Superdrug, but I've been seeing it all over TikTok. It's just the Revolution Rose Setting Powder. I seen a lot of people on YouTube use it all over their face. I kind of just use it for under the eyes and set the eyes that way in the T-zone. But it's amazing, guys. It just brings your face to life, basically. So, and it has no flashback as well. It's great. So I'm just going to pop a little bit in here. Okay, so that's what it looks like in the little cup there. Just a pink. It comes in banana and banana light, but pink for the under eye, guys, just makes everything kind of really like looks so much more awake. So we're going to go in with this little puff, and it has a little kind of catch for your hand at the back. So your dad is going to give you, is he going to give you his phone or the one he had? So all we're going to do is go under the eyes. And I know it looks really bright at the beginning, but actually when it sets, it's really nice. And it just kind of wakes your eyes up a bit, cleans everything up. But that's happened to me, Kaya, with phones. I dropped my phone once, and it was the screen part was the worst for me because it was just a whole crack right down the screen. So that's the worst part because I could still see messages and stuff, but the screen, obviously, my screen protector had come off. So that was the issue for that. Okay. Yes, he's giving you his. That's great. It's important to have like contacts, isn't it? And just have contact, with your friends and just with family and having that phone. I think it's really important. Okay. So I'm going to go in again just one more time. And you can see, guys, it's just kind of mattified, but it's also kind of just woken everything up a bit. And again, that's what it looks like. It comes in banana and banana light. So we're just going to pop that in again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, I'm actually going to go on some vitamins to see if that helps. I mean, I was on vitamins before, but try some more vitamins and see if that helps with energy and things. Lofi, hi Lofi, how are you? Good to see you. Yes, it's Sunday. I do Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday lives. So yeah, 8:30. It's great to see you. How were your studies in the end? How did they go? Okay, guys. So I'm just literally setting everything because we are going to go in with quite strong eyeshadow. Today was a weird day for me because I was in work, so it wasn't like a Sunday. So tomorrow I have off, which is for me like my Sunday, which I know sounds really strange. But we might be getting taken over in work. And what I mean is like, so we have our job, but like a different company want to buy out the company now. So I don't know if it's going to be the same policies. I know all of our jobs are safe, but like I don't know what their new kind of policies will be. Will we get paid the same day? Will we have the same holiday entitlements? Just like things like that. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen, but we're all kind of waiting to find out. They were supposed to announce it in June, and then for some reason it was held up. So we find out in the next couple of weeks, I think. Great. I'm glad. Did you get your results back, or have you taken the exams yet? Okay, so we've just kind of cleaned up the face, guys. We're going to go in with the eyebrows now. And I'm going to be going into my Revolution. Kaya, I have to start school. I don't want to. I get that. I get that. Is there anybody you're looking forward to seeing again after the summer, or is it that you're just really not looking forward to it? I understand that part of it. I know it can be difficult in school. I understand. It really can. I had a friend in school where she couldn't like read a book. She could read, but she couldn't like take it all in. But visually, I think it was called like photographic memory. I'd never seen it before. But she could look at a page and then she was able to memorize it. But to sit there and read it and spend so much time. Oh, okay. If it's too late, hi Kira, do you know it's my mom? I will be at my mom's. I'm not going to be able to see your lives because my mom said it's too late. Oh, I'm sorry, but I understand. You are you ahead of us? I am going to try, you know, when I feel a bit better to do the lives a bit earlier. Why don't I go for tomorrow's live since I'm home at 7 o'clock UK time, because I'm home. I'm not going to be in work, Kaya. So that's going to be an hour and a half earlier. And if that works out, we can do that. But no, I understand that you've got school starting, you know. Yeah, why don't I do that? 7 o'clock UK time tomorrow, because I'm not in work. I'll be here. It's not like I'm rushing home or anything like that. I can do that, Kaya. And then yeah, you don't have to, because I get it, you know, school is very important and you have to get your sleep for that for sure. Um, but yeah, absolutely, Kaya. And if you ever look at it on replay and comment, I can always comment back. But why don't we do tomorrow, 7 o'clock UK time? Lofi, exams will start in October or November, so until now, just follow regular routine. Yeah, absolutely. Just try and get into it. Make sure you get some time for you though as well, because I know it's definitely important to study, but make sure you have your own kind of time just to kind of relax and just take time out for you, because it's so important. Just to get into that routine of not just study, but also just to have some time for yourself as well. But yes, tomorrow, I can come on at 7 o'clock UK time, which will be an hour and a half earlier than tonight, guys. So where you are depends where you're looking at from, and if you're ahead of me or if you're behind. Okay, let me just do the other brow now. There we go. I might actually just brush this one up higher because it tends to be a little bit lower. I used to have such thick lashes, or brows, but then I over waxed when I was a teenager, and now there's much there, but they used to be super, super thick. Lofi, are you taking exams? Yes, Kaya, I think he is taking exams. Yeah, he's studying at the minute. Lofi, can I ask you some personal questions? Are you married and do you have children? No, I'm not married and I don't have children. I worked with children for a long time, but I don't have any children. Okay, so it kind of just make sure you always get one that matches the hairline too, just so everything looks a bit more natural. I know they look a lot stronger, but they are going to kind of come together, you know, with the look as well. So we're going to go in with bronzer now. I just want to make sure that I'm getting it from the beginning here. But I appreciate you guys coming on. I really have not been well, so I'm hoping to find some kind of answers with the neurology soon. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. But exams are so hard, I understand. Yeah, no, they can be, there's a lot of pressure as well, isn't there? Because you might feel, not just from, you know, you might feel pressure from your family, or maybe you get your results and you're kind of, what did your friends get? What did other people get? You know, I know it's a huge amount of pressure now, you know. And then maybe you want to do some subjects and then your parents might want you to do a different subject. So no, I can totally understand. So this again is the e.l.f. Quad, and we're going to go in with the medium toned bronzer, and this is what it looks like. It's more the warm toned bronzer, so we're going to do that. Before that, we're going to go in with the Drunk Elephant, and this is their anti-pollution sunshine drops. Now you can get e.l.f. Sunshine drop bronzing drops. I think every company do them now, but I think these are one of the first to come out. This is the Drunk Elephant anti-pollution bronzing drops, and I always just warm them up on my skin. Everyone does bronzing drops differently. I like to pop them kind of around the face, where the area where the sun would naturally hit your skin, and then go in with a brush really carefully. But not feeling well in your body, which I've found just affects everything. It affects your health, it affects mental health, and it can just kind of get you a little bit down. So I'm hoping soon, oh, I'm going to go with my contour brush, actually my Real Techniques contour brush. I'm hoping soon that will change. Okay, so we're just gonna spray this actually, so it's a bit dry. Kaya, sorry I said it wrong. Whoa, exams. What you meant is are so hard. No, I understand they are. No, I knew what you meant, Kaya. They are. They can be very hard, can't they? Depending on if it's a subject you like as well. So, do you like the subject? Is it something you're interested in? Because that's half of it, really, is to keep that concentration. Is if it's something you really, really like or are interested in doing or studying or have an interest in. So, I understand. Okay. Do you know what you want to do, Kaya, when you leave school? Do you know what you want to be? Because I'm bringing that right back to the hairline. I'm not going to go too heavy. Some people go directly on the skin and pop the kind of thing right on. I kind of like to pop it on my hand, just warm it up, and then go from there. You've got so much time, though, Kaya. You've got so much time to think about what you want. There's no rush. You know, some people even travel after they finish school for a year. They just do a year of travel just for that experience, you know. That would be amazing. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of set all that with the e.l.f. Quad. And this is what I showed you a moment ago. This is it here. It's the medium toned. So we're going to use the same brush, the Real Techniques contour brush, and we're just going to go in with that warmer tone, and we're going to just pop it around where we did our. Now, sorry if you can see the cut on my arm, guys, but that's where I fell. So I'm trying to. Okay, so there's a lot there. So we're just going to go in with the foundation brush quickly. Calm that down. That's better. Okay. Yeah, that's calmed down a bit. I think when I put it on first, it was like, wow, too much came out. So, okay. Yeah, Kai, you've got, I mean, I'd love to travel. If I could go back again, I would travel for a year with my friends or just with family and just kind of. Now, what I'm going to do is use the Big Bertha, which is this brush here from DJS Beauty. And we're just going to buff all of that in. And that's as much bronze as we're going to do. Okay. And that's kind of the bronze. It's good for good for autumn. It's just kind of a Lofi. Whoa, can you tell how it feels to be unmarried? Do it feels free? Just you and your family, and by chance does some questions appear in your mind that I should be married or not? I am just asking. It's not something that I feel. No, I don't think that. I think there's a lot of men out there and young. I don't know, but some people feel like women should be married at a certain age. I see that a lot. Um, but no, it's not something that I feel. Um, it's a want. You can want something. It's a want. It can be a want for somebody, but I don't think it's a need. I think if you want it, it's healthier. It's healthier to want to get married than to need to feel like you need to be married. Nobody needs to be married, in my view. If you want it, that's very different. It's kind of coming from your heart, isn't it? But needing it isn't. It's not necessary. You don't need to be married. So if you do get married someday, make sure it's something you want and it comes from your heart and it's deep inside. Nobody needs to be married, in my view, anyway. Okay. Right, so that's kind of the bronzer. What we're going to do is choose a blush now, and I'm going to go in with the She Glam, and I'm going to go in with Birthday Cake, and this is what this looks like. It's really good. And I'm going to just go in the top ends. I'm going to warm it up on my skin. It's really pink, but it comes off a lot deeper on the skin. Smells like candy. Smells like vanilla candy. So that's what that looks like. And we're just going to bring that up the top like that, and we're going to go straight in with a blush brush. Okay. And we're literally just bringing it up the cheekbone like that, because that is, guys, where you naturally blush. And you can see it just as you can see it as you turn. And then if you feel it's too harsh, do gentle circular motions. But of course, everybody dreams of having that lovely family and that the children and some people don't. Some people don't want children, which is fine. But of course, it's a natural want for people in life, isn't it? But make sure, guys, that it's the right person. That's what I would say. Really take your time when you get to know people. Don't rush into anything. That would be my huge advice to you guys. Don't rush into anything when you get to a certain age. Maybe focus on yourself for a while, because the more you know yourself, the more confident you'll be when you meet someone, and the more confident you are when you meet someone, the better prepared you are to really judge if they're the right people in your life. And that can go for friends too. That can go for kind of, but particularly in relationships, make sure it's kind of like somebody you're at a certain place in your mind and confidence that they don't have to build you up. You already have that belief in yourself. That would be the big thing, I think, to take away. Um, that if I could give any advice, that would be it. Um, so I'm just going to pop that on. I'm using the same. I didn't even have to go back in. I'm using what's on my hand, and we're just going here. Oh, Lofi, are you thinking of getting married? Are you at that age where you want to get married? Okay, so I've done the same. I might have gone slightly higher, but that's okay. We can still work with it. And what we can do then is go in with a bigger brush here just to take those harsh lines away. But guys, definitely just go at your own pace when you meet somebody. And that's for guys and girls. Just go at your own pace. If something feels right, it's right. If something doesn't feel right, it's not right. That's what I would say. But that comes from experience. And that's why I say make sure that you're confident by yourself before you're with somebody else. Because then when you do meet that somebody else, you're in a better state of mind, mentally. That's what I would say. Kaya, I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, Kaya. That's absolutely fine. Lofi was just asking about relationships and stuff, and some people are different ages here, aren't they? So such different ages. So you don't have to feel like you have to say anything if you don't want to. You can just talk about how your weekend has been and how you're doing. Okay, so that's kind of the blush. I have toned it down with that brush, guys, because it was a little bit strong. So what I always do is I set my face twice, and we're going to be using the e.l.f. This is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. And then what I'm going to do after that is then we're going to go in with the eye makeup. So I'm going to just give this a bit of a shake. And we're going to go in. Okay. 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 And take some advice from your parents too. And this is coming from somebody who had a very female orientated I guess childhood, where it was my mom and my grandmother and my aunties, whereas my father was not primarily in my life a lot. So I had a very female orientated childhood. So when it came to relationships and things, I didn't have maybe the male figure that my friends would have had to say, to judge and be mentally kind of in that stage. So if I had a child, or if I had just a friend or somebody asking me, what would you do? Just spend that time by yourself and make sure that you feel okay in yourself, so that you're not looking for something from someone, if you know what I mean. You have what you want, but you just want to find somebody for yourself, not so you're confident in yourself. And I know that's easier to say than done. Not everybody is confident. Maybe we're not all 100% confident. I don't think any of us are 100%. But what I mean is just make sure you're okay with you and you're confident with you, and then go from there. That's what I would say. Lofi, yeah, the reason I'm asking is because I'm at the age of marriage and my family wants me to marry. Basically, in our culture, they find the best partner for you. Okay, so is it like arranged marriage? Your mom finds your partner. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's quite a big thing, isn't it, Lofi? And how does that make you feel? Is that making you, can you speak to them about it? Is that something that you feel you want? Yeah, basically. Okay. So you don't mind your parents choosing, or would you rather, do you have a say kind of in what you do? Makes you feel sad and upset. I can understand that. Um, wow, that's a big thing, isn't it? Um, so I can understand your kind of wow. So is it something that's happening now, or is it something that's going to happen? Are you what? How old are you? Is it going to be something that happens when you're older, or is it at this time right now? I know a lot of cultures are different. There's a lot of different cultures out there, so I do understand that can be a lot. Um, but so do you feel like you want to talk to maybe your parents about it? Would they be understanding if you did? This is just a Profusion eyeshadow base. I'm just going to pop it here and here. But I can understand how it would make you feel nervous. You know, marrying somebody in general is very, you know, it's a big thing. So to marry somebody that you haven't chosen, I guess it's in your culture, is obviously very, very, it's a big thing, isn't it? It's a big thing. I'm sorry you're going through that. Like, I know different cultures believe in different things, you know. Um, but if you do feel that way, do you think you could speak to your parents about it? I know years ago it was done in cultures to kind of maybe they felt their family would be safer in kind of that sense, but you know, it was kind of like a security. But I think now it's gotten a little bit more, you know, westernized, I guess. But I would definitely make sure you do what you feel you want to do, you know, if you've got somebody to talk to about it. Um, okay, so I've just let that set. We're going to go in now with, while that's setting, uh, while that's setting, we're going to kind of set the blush with the PS blush from Primark, and it is in Sangria. My main goal is that before marriage, I make my life in the way that my mom and dad feel proud of me. I want to be financially better for my family. You know, I understand that, definitely. I can totally get that. I'm sure your mom and dad are proud of you. Um, you know. Hi, Rumpelstiltskin, I do. How are you? I was hoping all of you guys would be on tonight. I'm glad Kaya's here, and I want to be successful in life, then I will think about marriage. This is what I tell them. I think that's really good. Like, I think that is exactly what you should tell your parents. Um, I mean, I think your happiness and success is probably what you want after all of your exams. You're not necessarily thinking about marriage, but obviously your parents are thinking about that. But if they're open to talking to you about it, Lofi, then absolutely make your life kind of a success. I'm sure they maybe would understand that because they want you to be financially secure before you kind of get married and have a family. I can totally get that. Okay, now I understand. What's the topic today? We've had a few. Just there's some Lofi is on. Lofi, I know you've been talking about it. So his parents or her, sorry, I think it's a he, um, believe in arranged marriages, and he's still studying at the minute. But I think his parents are kind of encouraging him to get married quite soon, and he's saying that he would like to be successful in his own right first, and then and then kind of make that decision, which I can understand. And Kaya's here too, and she's got school, her first day of school tomorrow, so all different kind of things happening. So yeah, Kaya might still be here. I know um, she's got an early start. So yeah, but Lofi, I do really understand, and I do, you know, not that I sympathize because it's not sympathy, but I do hope your parents will listen to you and understand because what you're saying makes sense. You want to be happy first. You want to make sure you're financially stable. So hi Kaya. I just wanted to we're just letting everybody know who's on. So Lofi, yeah. I do hope you have that conversation with them because, you know, they might really understand where you're coming from. So, how have you been, Rumpelstiltskin? I haven't been amazing. I fell again. I haven't been to neurology. Obviously, I have been to neurology, but I'm waiting for the MRI, and I fell in work again, and I've got it like all down my leg, all here. Not good situation. Just the numbness in my leg keeps happening. I'm absolutely fine. I don't feel any kind of warning signs anything's going to happen, and I just go down literally. So I cut myself all down this side and all here. So apparently I have to wait for an MRI appointment to come in the post. So that's what I'm waiting for. I can't come soon enough, honestly, because this falling is just getting out of control. um okay. School, oh nice, enjoy it while you're at it. Pretty soon everyone regrets not living the best school life. Absolutely, because once you get out of school, once you get out of school, life just changes, Kaya. So definitely, I know you're going through things for sure, but if there's any kind of part of it that you absolutely love, really kind of focus on that because you really really appreciate it. Um, what happened? You tripped. Well, about a month ago, when I was moving, I my leg just kind of started to feel numb, and I was moving boxes from one van to the other, and my leg just went, and I fell really badly and cut myself, much worse than this. And so I was feeling dizzy. I was getting all these more like head kind of issues. So I was referred to a neurologist, and they said they couldn't really explain what it is. So they referred me to an MRI, but I have to wait for that MRI appointment to come through, which they said with the NHS is going to take maybe a month, or sorry, not a month, 4 months. And then since then, 2 days ago, I fell again. Thankfully, it was indoors, not outdoors this time. I fell down the stairs. Not great. Again, my no warning, just my leg went from underneath. And I worked down the stairs all the way down my leg. Everything it was just ridiculous. But then it left me kind of really sore. My back is really sore still, and just the dizziness then starts and stops. So basically, um, that's what's been going on, and so I'm going to call the GP, even though they don't have as much power as the neurology do. But I need something in the meantime because, um, with the NHS here, you could be waiting months and months. So we'll see what happens. Kaya, school is the worst. I know, Kaya. I know you really do not have. I understand that, and that's what I was saying. Um, Lofi, not if you study well. Well, some people have, different things that, they learn a different way. So yeah, people can have, difficulties and things like that. Um, uh, Yes, I know you are. You're dyslexic, Kaya. I know. That's what I meant. People have different things, but they just need to have that one-on-one kind of, and I know it's not always possible, person that can help them. Um, um, but yeah, it's something that, you know, something that people go through, I guess. And just kind of, I'm sure, Kaya, you have things that outside of school you really appreciate, so I can understand your hesitation for school, and my thoughts are with you, and I as the best day you can possibly have, I do hope you have that. um Rumpelstiltskin, one of my friends, had a similar episode on a bus at a bus stop. While trying to board the bus, he just plopped down, losing all leg sensation. Oh my goodness. And you don't even get a warning. I don't know what it is, and I was doing stuff all day. I was outside. I brought the guys out for an activity, literally just walking down the stairs, didn't feel anything. It's only afterwards I start to feel all this, and then my leg just goes right from under my, and I was explaining all this as I was explaining the dizziness. I said it all to the neurologist, thinking that she would say, oh, this sounds like X, and she just said, I actually have no idea what this could be. We need to go to an MRI. But obviously with the NHS it's going to be about 4 months. So yeah, we'll see what goes happens with that. um So I'm just going to cut the crease, and this is called Cosmopolitan. So they're all named, guys. This is it here, and I am going to kind of swatch it for you. But that's kind of how things have been, you know. And it's really debilitating when it's your leg. When you could, if you've got a headache, you can take kind of, you know, a pill, or you know, when it's your leg and it's something that you really depend on. It's just, it's very, very frustrating, and um it can get you very, very down. And kind of, your neurologist was saying, how's your mental health doing with all this? And not amazing. Not amazing. I know YouTube is suffering my longer form content. You know, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm not in tomorrow, basically, in work. But um yeah, a lot of my other aspects of life is suffering because of it. So yeah, I'm hoping, you know, this neurologist, she did say she would like kind of not bump it up the list, but make sure they knew it was important, and that if there was a cancellation, so I do have an appointment for an MRI, and they said what we'll do is put you on the cancellation list as well. So if somebody for an MRI sooner actually says I can't make it and they cancel, you can get their spot. So hopefully, you know, but the NHS, the National Health Service over here, it used to be really good, but they're so understaffed now that like 4 months is an MRI. So unless I go private, um if unless I go private for like a scan, I don't think I don't know. But if I have another fall, that's 3 falls. So I'm gonna just have to look at maybe something like private. Kira, if you noticed more problems, you should definitely visit a good neurologist. Yeah, I mean she's a very good neurologist. She's in the John Radcliffe Hospital in Oxford, so she is good. I think she just can't control the NHS time scale and timeline. Um, she said she's going to send out. The other thing she said is they're sending out like a box with and there's going to be like electrodes put along my head, with a camera. So there's going to be a camera on me that they can see from the hospital, and that's going to be in 4 months' time. But they're going to kind of put it on me and do it all. The specialists are going to put it on me at the hospital. Then I have to go home, and it's going to be on me for 4 days. So yeah, that's going to be hi Leroy. So they want to see what happens, but there's a camera. I don't know. I don't know how all this, and anything that happens like neurologically, they can, it sends it straight back to the hospital. So it's all very she was explaining to me, I kind of knew what she meant, but yeah, it seems all very kind of, to me, a little bit overwhelming. So we'll see. Did you say it takes 3 to 4 months to get an MRI? Yeah, she told me it was going to be 4 months. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a long time. Yeah, the UK. So it's the UK. I'm from Ireland, but I'm living in the UK, and in the UK, it's going to take about 4 months for an MRI. I just hope, you know, they get to the bottom of it, because I think even though you're nervous and you go to a hospital, once they have an answer for you, even though it's stressful, you have an answer. So you can go home and, you know, you can think about it, and but at least you can kind of, you know, it's an answer. But for me, it was like, we don't know what this could be. We're going to, you know, put the electrodes on, um, send you home for 4 days. Um, yeah, send you home for 4 days. It's going to record everything that happens. There's going to be a camera. I think they mean in case I fall, but I mean, I don't really get the camera side of it. But we'll see. We'll see. They said 4 months time, so I'm thinking, you know, if I don't get anything in the next month or so, and if I fall again, I'm calling my GP tomorrow, which is our doctor. GP in the UK, that's what we call them, GPs, just our normal family doctor. So I'm calling them tomorrow just to update them on everything and if they can help. But I think I already know they're going to say, well, we can't do anything until you are diagnosed with something. So we have to wait for the MRI. So I think it's all just going to be a circle until, you know, um, this is Cosmopolitan. I'm just going to put in the crease. I think it's all just going to be a circle, guys, of when something can happen, the other thing can be set in motion. I don't think um, anything can be set in motion until I'm diagnosed. But no, I was super surprised at the length of time, you know. Okay, sorry. Rumpelstiltskin, maybe think about going to India. World-class hospitals at a fraction of the cost, no wait time. Plus, you also have an option for an alternative treatment to wellness center, Ayurveda, homeopathy, etc. I mean, I'm up for any kind of alternative treatment. You know, I am. I'm up for any alternative treatment that can help me, because it's not a nice sensation, guys. You know, to suddenly feel dizzy after falling, and then like your whole day, you still have to get through your whole day. I still had to look after those guys on my overnight. Like it was a really stressful night on Tuesday. um you know, and then I let the other girl go home, so I had another girl with me, and I had to kind of downplay it because I didn't want her to worry. She heard me fall, and I just completely downplayed it because I don't want to kind of alert work so much that kind of they go, oh well, this is going to be, you know, and it starts to become something that it doesn't need to be. So, you know, yeah, it's a really, really tough situation to be in because it's never happened to me before. Um, so once the MRI will probably give us all the answers we need. To be honest, thank you for the love hearts. Um, so once that MRI is done, I think it's going to just be make a huge difference to my life. It really is. Okay, let's just have a look. Lofi, how does it take so much months here? It usually takes 1 day to get an MRI, and a second day you will get to know what the problem you have. Wow, that's amazing. I would love that. Um, I'm in Rumpelstiltskin. I'm in Bangalore. Hospital infra is great here. Medical tourism is the new thing. Oh wow. Um, I guess you don't have your kind of normal consultants. I wouldn't have my kind of normal consultants there, or I don't know. I don't know how any of that works, to be honest. I don't know enough about it. Kaya, I think they're talking about an alternative, um, like as in, oh, that's okay, Kaya. If you're tired, definitely go to sleep, Kaya, and always catch up. And again, what I'll do tomorrow, Kaya, is I'll start the live at 7 o'clock UK time. Okay, so if you need to get to sleep, absolutely, for sure. And what I'll do is tomorrow, if you're free or whenever you're free, I'll start doing the 7 p.m. ones because I think it is getting a little bit late, isn't it? Um, so this is Cosmopolitan from the W7 palette. But yeah, I don't know anything kind of about India or the treatments there. I would need to probably have a specialist, I imagine. But it just seems like the NHS for everybody, not just for me, seems to be a big issue at the minute. And I do think what it is they just don't have the staff. That's the thing. I think there's not enough staff. And I don't think, I think a lot of it is like a couple of months ago, they had doctors um, had like a protest. The nurses had a protest for pay, basically. Yeah, so I think they were protesting against, they wanted more pay or something like that, I think. Um, okay, so I'm just blending that in so it looks equal on both sides. But, I don't know what the best thing to do, guys, for this channel is either. I know I'm not the most kind of highest, subscriber content. I do get that. And, sometimes I have talked to my friends about it, and I don't know what the best thing to do for the channel is. I love it, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. And I want to keep doing it, but then if I don't have the interest there, or I don't know if I'm not kind of what's I don't know if I'm not kind of what's kind of popular right now. A lot of the time I wonder if I should be going on. And that's just me being kind of truthful, if you know what I mean. Like, it is me being really truthful. There's so many people out there, and they're great content creators, they're amazing. And then I think of me and kind of my little life, and is this interesting for people, or is this me just being silly coming on all the time? So I don't know, it's kind of making me think of everything. Okay. Lofi, Kira, if I tell you at Rumpel is saying is true, you will get the best medical treatment here at a less cost. Rumpelstiltskin, I saw a documentary. American patient was told $70K for surgery and 3 months wait period. Here for 7K. Covered the surgery, food, and stay for a week. Wow, amazing. I mean, I don't even know what it is yet, you see, so I have to be really careful because I don't even know what it could be. So I don't have a kind of an answer or a diagnosis yet. So if I get to that point here, that'll be great, and then I can kind of go from there. But it would just be nice to know what it is. Hi Najib. Hi Sophie. So this is the W7 and it is the Socialite palette we're using today. Going for a little bit of an autumn look today because tomorrow is officially autumn. And this is Cosmopolitan. I've just put in the crease. And I'm going to go in, going to get some water first. But I think the NHS is just, it's definitely, it takes longer. It takes longer to get things. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, guys. You are so pretty, you don't need makeup. Oh, I wish that was true. I wish that was true. But thank you for the compliment. I'll take the compliment. Hi, Najib. Hi, Red Miller. Okay. So I'm just kind of softening the edges, guys, before we go into the crease with anything. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go in, and this is called Pearl Clutch, and I'm going to go right in the inner corners of the eye with this. It's a nice kind of matte creamy color before we go in with anything else. This is what it looks like. I'm just going to go right into the inner corner because it really does brighten up the eye. If you've got brown eyes, or any color really, but you want to kind of brighten the eye before it gets to that smoky section, definitely go in with a bright color. Okay, and we did use our Profusion eye base, but we let that get tacky and we kind of waited a minute or two. Kaya, it is, you don't need makeup. You're so pretty. Oh, thank you. I really don't feel like it at the minute, Kaya, so that means a lot to me. Thank you. Honestly, I sometimes wake up and look at myself and say, what has happened to me overnight? Honestly, in the mornings, it's like, what's going on? Okay, so it just kind of, you can even see what it's done since I popped that on. It's just made it a little bit kind of, um, you know, kind of a little bit more lifted, I guess, is the kind of the way to go. But guys, yeah, I was just saying, like, I'm not sure where this that my YouTube channel is going really. You know, I'm not the biggest content creator. I don't feel the need to be the biggest content creator, but I'm also very aware that I'm not the biggest content creator too. And so I've been wondering what I should do with the channel, to be honest. I have been wondering what to do with this channel. Is it worth, you know, going in a different direction, or what should I do with it? Has it gone stagnant? You know, so I'm not, you know, I'm not really sure what to do. And you know, my life isn't the most interesting. I'm a support worker. I go back and forth to Ireland, you know, and I know there's so many people out there that are amazing, that probably have the most exciting lives in the world, and they just probably vlog everything. And it's kind of like, here's Kira in her little part of the world, you know. um, but yeah, I am kind of becoming more aware as time is going on that you know, is this the right, I don't know, you guys can let me know, is this the right kind of thing for me to do? I'm not quite sure. Let me just catch up. Thank you for the love hearts, guys. Kaya, you don't need makeup. You're so pretty. Thank you. You're too pretty for makeup. You crack up your okay makeup off. You're you're too pray for makeup. Lofi, yeah. If you're talking about your content, you're right. I think in today's internet era, people just want love seeing transition videos. And if you know that today's generation is going far away, yeah, I can see things are changing so much. And I know that I don't know where I fit into any of it. And I want to just make sure at this point in my life that I'm doing something worthwhile, you know, and, you know, I don't want to be somebody that just comes on a live to get subscribers. I want somebody to come on the live and go, that was really interesting. I want to see what Kira does next. But I also know that, you know, I don't have the most exciting life in the world. I get that, you know, I totally get that, you know. So yeah, it's one of those things, I guess. So that was Pearl Clutch. Now I'm going to go in with Debutante. And this is what this looks like. And we're going to go on the outer corners with this because we are going to come back in here with a brighter glitter, but we're going to go and do that outer V first. Hi, Sophie. I was Rumpelstiltskin. I was thinking about content too. Really? In what way? I guess a lot has happened to me with family and stuff. And if you know, my channel and you know the mental health videos I put up, a lot has changed for me. Um, And I think it's just a huge amount of stuff to happen, so and I think everybody reaches a stage in their life where they just want a little bit of calm. It's definitely some excitement, but a little bit of calm and peace and harmony. Um, and I think that's where I am at the minute. Okay, so I might go in with a brush here, because I can see it's coming off, but not coming off as I don't know, like if it'll come off a little bit deeper if I go in with the brush. So we might do that, a placement brush. But I'm going to have some. Hi Najib. Sophie, she's going to crack her makeup off. She's too pretty for it. Thank you. You guys are being very, very nice. Thank you for that, guys, because I don't think that. Hi Red Miller. Yes, it's the W7 Socialite palette. Rumpelstiltskin for my 50 subscribers. I don't know how or why they subscribe, but I want to provide them some entertainment. I know what you mean. You see, I've followed some people from the very beginning to like where they are now, and it's absolutely amazing. But I get it. Every single day they put things out there. They don't ever take a break. It's like their job, and I don't have that ability to do that. I think just because of my personal situation. So for me to come on and just talk about my day isn't going to be very interesting to everybody, but I can do, as a former makeup artist, I can kind of do things like that. And so when my health is better, I certainly will go back on with the makeups. But what are you interested in, Rumpelstiltskin? What did you um what is your channel about? Lofi, have you taken any leave? Had any gone for vacation just to chill? No, I haven't taken any leave yet. um I was thinking October time, maybe do something, because our rota is already out now. So October time, I was thinking of doing something, maybe just checking into a spa. I don't know, for 2 days. I don't know. Something is definitely going to happen because I need it. I definitely need it. For sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go with the placement brush with that, guys, because thank you for the love hearts, guys. Just to see if that makes a difference. And we're going into Debutante, and this is what it looks like here, this one right here. But like, I have a huge family on my dad's side, guys, a huge family, and they all kind of already have like kids or married, or so I have a very, very close friend who is um very much in this, lives the same, not the same lifestyle, but very much the same situation I'm in, you know um and it's just a weird place to be, you know okay. Oh, well, you were so dedicated. Thank you, Lofi. Red Miller, I had 100 subscribers on my plant channel, but I was too shy to go live. I don't have the gift of the gab like you do. It would have been awkward. I don't know if that's because I'm Irish or just because I like talking. I don't know what it is, but I'm not like this with everybody. That's the thing. Like, if I'm in a group of people, if I kind of can sense who I would be kind of chatty around, other people I would be really shy with. So it's a really strange, yeah, it's just how I am. Rumpelstiltskin, that's the thing. I don't have any content. Still, some people subbed, spoke to some of them, and they said they saw and liked my comments and subbed. Okay. Well, I mean, if you don't have any content and you just want the channel, you can just talk to people on on the lives, can't you? Like you're doing now. You don't. If is there something you want to put up on your channel? So that's a little bit deeper now, guys. So what we're going to do is go in with Nouveau Riche, which I know sounds, this is it here. And then we're going to go in with the glitter on the inner corner. So I'm actually going to swatch Nouveau Riche. This is what it looks like. And we're literally just going to, and that is really obvious there. So what we're going to do then is kind of blend that out so it's not so harsh. But this is definitely more autumn color, guys. But you're still keeping that glowy kind of look as well. So what I'm going to do now is blend that out with a clean buffing brush. If I just grab it. But yeah, it's a really strange situation. Like, my channel has kind of a lot of, not a lot of subscribers, but a healthy amount, I guess. But I want to make sure that people are subscribing for the right reasons and that I'm putting out content And then obviously within all of that, it's my health. So it's kind of like one of these things that, I'd love to be able to put more into it than I currently am. So that's my goal, I guess. But yeah, I was talking to my friends about it, like, what do I do? Do I actually keep going with it, or, that kind of thing? So it's been on my mind. So what we're going to do now is go in with this one here, which is going to just change it up completely, because on the inner corners where you can see the white, I'm going to go in with this glitter. And this is Extravagance is what it's called. So I'm just going to go in with my finger, and that's what it looks like. And we're literally going to just go over the white, and that's what that looks like. So you're getting that really pink pop, but you're getting that purple kind of at the end where it gives a hint of autumn. So a hint of autumn, does that even make any sense? I don't know. Gosh, I feel like I was on some sort of gardening program there. A hint of autumn. That's definitely not Irish. You don't say that in Ireland. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm going mad. Lofi. So everyone is talking about their channel. I would also like to reveal that I also had a channel which I started in lockdown of Corona, and the channel was basically edits of famous actors. Okay. Famous characters. Okay. Was it you doing famous characters? Oh wow. That's interesting. Okay, so Rumpelstiltskin, maybe something educational. I like that. I sketch too, converting old etchings into sketches. Okay, that does sound interesting. Wow. Oh, Aiden, hello. You're back again. Hi, Aiden. How are you? Your mom's name is Lisa. Okay. Yeah, Lofi, that sounds like a good idea. You should keep that channel. Do you still have it? Your idea, Rumpelstiltskin, sounds good too. So that's it. You can see, kind of, guys, it's just gone really. We can go on. Okay, Aiden. So that's kind of that, guys. You can see it was deep, but that pink kind of brought it out. And I think the reason that kind of really the pink did show was because you put that white underneath. So what I'm going to do now is go in again with the Nouveau Rouge here. Tomorrow's is 7 o'clock UK time. Tonight was 8:30, but tomorrow is 7 o'clock. I think it just suits everybody. I'm also not in work, so I'll be here. It's going to be easier. So yeah, 7 o'clock UK time for tomorrow. I'm going to go back in with the Nouveau Riche just on the ends, just to kind of warm it up a bit, as you can see. So it just gives that light to dark transition. Aiden, what time is it? It's going to be at 7 o'clock tomorrow, UK time. Rumpelstiltskin, I was never interested in it, but out of the blue, an American gentleman left a comment and we had a chat. He encouraged me a lot. He hyped me up. Oh, wow. Well, then, if it's something you want to do, Lofi edits, and it's somehow got 2.7k subscriber, but unfortunately, due to study, I discontinued it and I still regret it. And yes, I still have the channel. Whoa, if you still have the channel and you've got 2.7k subscribers, absolutely. I think that's something you could definitely do on the side, isn't it? For sure. That's amazing. That's the thing, that's the key, is to have something that people are actually really interested in, and that shows in your subscribers. Absolutely, it's amazing. So yeah, definitely keep that up. 2.7k, amazing. But I get, you are studying, so I understand why you have to kind of take a step back. But if you can, you've got any time at all, because that's kind of close to monetization. You must have been monetized, were you? Usually you can get monetized once you're past 1,000, I think. I don't know how much it is, or if it's a lot. I'm not quite sure. I don't know how that works, but that might help you out if you're studying. If you could be monetized on YouTube, that'd be amazing. So what I'm going to do now is just set those under eyes again, and then we're going to go in with the mascara. Yeah, but Lofi, that's amazing to have that channel. Seriously, if it's still active, I would definitely go for that. And so I'm just going to set again, guys, with the Revolution Rose baking powder, with the triangle puff under the eyes, and then we're going to go in with mascara. But you can see the kind of look that we went for Even though I said autumn, I'm certainly going to keep up the brightness. I like to go with my dark eyes. I kind of try to keep to maybe warm or cool tones. Yeah, so let me just get that triangle puff. On my first short video, it got 57K views and I was going crazy. Whoa. You must got a notification from YouTube for that. Yeah, I think that's crazy. What one was that? Was that like what video was that? It's something to consider, like if it is that popular, it's definitely something to consider. Um, I can't believe I said a hint of autumn. What is that even? God, I feel like some retiree or something. No offense to any retirees out there. Sorry. I'm just kind of setting everything, guys, before that mascara goes on. That's all I'm doing under the eyes. And then you can see it's pronouncing the eyeshadow as well. Um, um, Rumpelstiltskin, I had some other ideas too, interviewing local interesting people in society. Like there's a lady here who feeds about 100 street dogs twice a day. Wow, that's amazing. Now that would be absolutely, I think a lot of people would be interested in that. Lofi, yeah, a lot of notifications, I can imagine. The edits were about Spider-Man and Tom Holland. Well, yeah, that would be interesting for everybody. Red Miller, people make good money eating on live streams. They don't even talk much. Wow. I can't imagine just setting up the live stream and having my dinner. How weird would that be? I guess it's what people like, but I don't think I could do. I might be able to talk on. I don't think I could sit and have my dinner without you guys and not speak. I think I saw. Yeah, do you know the first person I saw do that was Trisha Paytas years ago. I saw her do that actually. It was just noodles or something, and she was just eating her noodles at the table, and it was like wow. Okay. Isn't it strange? People like watching other people eat. Wow. I have a thing, and I know it's weird. Like if I'm having dinner, and somebody else is with me, and it's the sound. Isn't that weird? One of my friends is the same. Like the sound of another person eating or crunching or chewing. I don't know. It just kind of drives me a bit crazy. Okay. Not like every person. Okay, so I'm going to just leave the kind of setting there. Um, and now we're going to go in with the mascara. I'll just catch up with the red. Oh yeah, I don't get why people watch that stuff. It probably just make me hungry if I watch somebody eat. Thanks, Rumful. Red Miller. People love watching people eat for some reason. Well, there's obviously a market out there for it, but yeah, kind of. Rumpelstiltskin, yeah, they call it mukbang. Yeah, that's it. I think I saw this was years ago. Trisha Paytas. I think we all probably, you know who she is. I think I saw her do it, but I didn't realize it was so popular. Um, Lofi edits. I have an idea. You should also try eating here. I'm sure. Who would be interested in me eating dinner? Like seriously, guys, how hilarious would that be? Knowing me, and I'm so clumsy, I'd probably drop something on screen, smash my glass or something. I don't know. Guys, who would? I don't know. I think that's really odd. Honestly, I don't know. Why would you want to? I don't know. People are different. I guess. I don't know. Each to their own. I guess, as they say. Um. Yeah. Yes, mukbangs. That's what they're called. Yeah. Um. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a lipstick. Getting me hungry now talking about all this. Okay, and it's way too late to eat a big dinner here now. Rumpelstiltskin. The other weird thing I don't get is ASMR. I mean, why? I have a kind of, I don't know. I sort of like it and I sort of don't. There was one where I couldn't sleep for a while, and my friend sent me this person's washing your hair ASMR, and I was laughing. I sent a laugh emoji, and she said, "Just put your headset on and listen." And I was like, "Okay." And like you could hear the brush sound, someone's brushing your hair. That was like okay, but then they start talking to you like, how is your, that kind of started to get a bit weird. So no, I didn't go through the whole thing. I can kind of understand where people are coming from, but I agree. I don't think I could sit it. I don't think I could actually sit through it. Um, yeah. Um, what are you cooking today then? I made my mum's recipe, even though she's not here, but I make her Italian meatballs. That's what I made today. And I have some for tomorrow. I froze it. Yeah, I do. I like putting in the herbs myself, making it all from scratch. That's what I did today. So yeah, I've had it because it's quite late here. I've had it already. Yeah, and I've kept some. But yeah, she always made it a certain way. And so yeah, I made that today. So that was quite nice. Now I'm just looking for a mascara. I just wanted to kind of moisturize the lips a bit. Yeah, they do creep me out. The ASMR, the mouth sounds or the tapping. I can't stand this. Like, and I even see some girls who do makeup go, "This is my new mascara," and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And some people are, and there's all these loves on it. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't know. Or this is my new, I don't know, phone. Like what? Sorry, I don't get it. It drives me nuts. Even doing that drove me nuts. I can't do it. Oh my god, I don't get it. And never mind having a headset on and like hearing it even 50 million times amplified. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like saying this is my phone, but I want to throw it in the window if I keep hearing you say that. But I'm glad we're all on board with the same thing, seriously, because I don't get it. I there's obviously a market out there like for the mukbangs as well, but I don't get it when somebody taps like their this is it, guys. What do you think? And I'm like, what are you? Oh, sorry, no, not for me, not for me. I'm afraid. Oh, guys, what are we doing tonight? Okay, I'm looking for a mirror here. I'm not just wandering around. Um, oh, chalk on the boards. Oh my god, I used to hate that. Rumpelstiltskin, I will start anti-ASMR then. Yeah, chalk on board, metal screeching, loud baby whining. Yeah, the metal screeching. Oh my goodness. Um, okay. I don't think I've got my mirror to hand. I usually have a smaller mirror and I look down. But yeah, guys, I think I'd rather watch somebody eat than listen to ASMR. If I had to choose between the two, it would be watching somebody eat. Even though that wouldn't be my most favorite thing to do. If I had to choose, I think it would be that one. I don't know about you guys. But that is the most popular thing, and it drives me like they're like, and this is like my new mirror today. And it's like, why are you doing that? What are you doing? Oh god. But yeah, I don't get it. So this is just the Rimmel London Scandalise Wow Wings mascara, and I replaced this because the collections when I got just really didn't do anything. If you remember in the second last live I did, it was a really nice consistency. It just did nothing. So that's not what you want, particularly if you have lashes that aren't particularly long. So we're just gonna put that here. There's somebody that I used to know that when I was in school with, and we used to have to go away like on, was it like Girl Guides and stuff like that. She talked in her sleep and she didn't even remember it the next day. So we'd be in Girl Guides and like we'd sleep over somewhere and she would be having conversation all night with herself. She wouldn't remember it, and we'd all be wrecked the next day, and she would have no remembrance what she said whatsoever. And then we had another one that used to sleepwalk to the fridge. It was really weird. I was making stuff and wasn't like weren't really even there. It was so weird. Would sleepwalk to the fridge. Yeah. So I guess people are different in different ways. I will label it ASMR and rickroll them. God, yeah, I'll say. Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin Lofi. I think the people who are too hungry at home love to see mukbang videos. Yeah, I mean, I just don't get I don't get it. Like, what are they doing? Literally. I really don't understand it. But I do get from my point of view with my channel, I am sort of thinking down the line, like what is the best thing? Is it kind of something I need to continue, or is it something I should continue? Um, based on basically, you know, the reality of the internet today, you know. Yeah, the only mukbang video I ever saw really, and it was only when I don't think she was the one that introduced it, Trisha Paytas, but she started to do it um years ago. Um Now I know a lot of people do it, but I think she was one of the first people I saw do it. But then she had so much food on the table. I mean, like, it was so much she was eating. I don't know how she did it. I'll just catch up, guys. Sorry. I've Rumpelstiltskin. I follow only one food-related guy. He's borderline boring, but crisp and precise. I like it. Well, it's good if you like it. Lofi, and they don't eat like a normal person. They eat like a food of 10 people at the same time. I mean, how do they digest it? Red Miller, Trisha Paytas is doing better now. Yeah, she's amazing. She's doing better. She's married this lovely guy. He's so nice. He's just like amazing. Wish I could remember his name. No, and she's got 3 kids now. She's just had a little boy. Yeah, no, she's doing amazing. I followed her right from the beginning, you know. But no, she's an amazing now. She's got her own podcast. I'm so happy for her. Because she went through a really, really bad phase in life. But no, she's got 2 little girls and she's just had a little boy. She's called him Aquaman, I think. Her second girl is called Elvis, and her first little girl is called Malibu Barbie. So hey, why not? You know, why not? Um, but no, she's a really good content creator, I think. Okay, so that's what that looks like. It's definitely different to the collections because the collections we put on and you couldn't even see what it was doing. Um, and this is Rimmel Scandalized, just in case you're wondering, in Blackest Black. I just got the deeper color, basically. But yeah, Trisha Paytas is doing amazing now. Amazing. Okay, I'm just going to grab some water, guys. Who else hates changing bed linen? I have to do that right after this. I have to change my bed linen. I hate it. It's one of the things I fight with the sheet. The sheets are just like, oh, just hate it. I've done everything else in the house today. Made the dinner, meatballs, prepped it, all that. I always put it off on purpose. I just hate it, but I'm doing it tonight. It's right over here on the other side. I have to do it. That's it. It's just being done. But everyone has a pet peeve that they don't like doing in the house, and that's mine is that. Red Miller, yes, she's a true winner. She is. She's amazing. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Just going to go on the second. So I'm looking down, looking at a mirror here. But yeah, changing bed linen for me is I always just put it off. So it's tonight I'm doing it. That's it. I can't not do it tonight. I'll hoover, I'll do the dishwasher, I'll do the cooking. I hate doing bed linen. Rumpelstiltskin, yeah, competitive eating they call it. I call it glutinous, yeah. Rumpelstiltskin, who's Trisha? Trisha Paytas is another content creator. She's been on YouTube, I think, about 16 years, maybe a bit more. And she started out very much organically doing makeup, doing little bits and pieces. She's got a huge bubbly personality. She's got her hand in everything basically, but she's definitely just worked from the ground up, and now she's like a millionaire. But she's had kids and she has done mukbangs. Um, you know, she has done, which are, you know, eating, and she's done little things here and there, but now she's got her own podcast, and like she's definitely an out there person. If you search Trisha Paytas, you know, she's probably, particularly, you know, if you're from a different background, more kind of modest background, if you see her, she's definitely different, but she's just herself. She doesn't apologize to anybody, and she's just living her best life basically. But yeah, she's a good person. Okay, Red Miller, it reminds me of binging and eating disorders. Well, yeah, I think mental, it would be two things for me if you do mukbangs all the time. The first thing for me would be is that it is a bit of a mental illness because you have all of that food, and I think mukbang isn't just dinner. You've got like a huge amount of food on the table that you're going to sit there and just live stream and eat for hours, 2 hours, you know. And then, you know, the other part of it is then there's an emotional attachment to the eating then, isn't it? So it becomes a disorder. So the kind of mental health and disorder kind of link in together. And that's how, I'm not a professional in any way, but I often think of people who sit there and record themselves eating like there is something obviously mental health related to that, because I couldn't eat what they eat, you know. Yeah, in one sitting, you know. But then there is people, like you say, guys, that will actually sit there and watch that. So I guess, you know, it's kind of uh, they're feeding into it, unfortunately, then the viewers, you know, even without realizing it, because that person will then go back and see the views they got and go, oh my God, this was, you know, I got so many views, I'll do this again. And then obviously it's unhealthy. And so it's kind of a cycle of, you know, I've never really personally thought of doing it, but um, Rumpelstiltskin, my mukbang would not last 10 minutes max. I shove in food, not much traction for that. No, and it depends how much food you put there for the mukbang. If you just have your own dinner, it's not going to last too long, is it? But these people seem to put so much food on the table, and that's what keeps the stream going. And but also, like, I would just feel so sick. I would feel so sick. But then you have people that want to see this stuff, so I don't know. It's just a strange world. Says Kira, in the tiniest part of the world. With not the most, definitely not the most exciting world. If I could switch with Trisha, oh my gosh, she's got such an exciting life. So yeah, there you go. But everybody has to be themselves, you know. They have to just be their true authentic self. Um, Red Miller, a lot of obese mukbang people have died. I can imagine. I can only imagine. Yeah, it must be like that's why I think it's definitely mental health related for sure. But then like it's evil in a way, because you know they're looking at their channel and they're seeing all these kind of, you know, they're seeing massive amount of feedback, and of course they're going to go back and say, wow, this was really popular, I'm going to do it again, and then that just feeds it into the cycle. So Lofi, do you know that creator Nick Avocado? He is in food eating creator and has a big channel. His story is insane. No, I don't know, I haven't heard of him. um does he do mukbang, or is he more healthy? I've never heard of that. There's mukbang guys, and then they have the giggling nibbler kind. Nope. Okay. Ah. I did pass by this girl. I don't know what through the lives. Um, and she was just like putting on nail varnish, and she had like 300 people watching her. I don't know. I guess people are different, aren't they? They're just a bit different. Oh, he and Trisha have collabed before. Okay. Yeah, I think she's collabed with a lot of people now. She used to very much be on her own, and now she's I'm going to actually go in with the Hella Thick mascara from Fenty Beauty, just to kind of give it extra a little bit of extra length. He used to be vegan. That's what blows my mind. I'll definitely have a look because I haven't heard of him. So I'm just going to add a little bit of dimension on the outer corners with the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick mascara. I'm just going to go back in with the mirror, and then I think we're going to add a little bit of blush and we'll be done for the night. But yeah, it's a strange thing, I guess. People, what they do is they gear their channel towards, I guess, what's the most popular thing, you know, and they just go with that. So they almost think of it, I guess, as a business, you know. And, so Lofi, Lofi. He was posting eating videos and he was very unhealthy. I mean, he was gaining a lot of weight, but he filled the audiences for several years and he was 2 steps ahead. Oh, Red Miller, we are all getting older now. He's Rumpelstiltskin. He used to be thin in the beginning. Oh my goodness. How was he fooling people? So that's just going to give it a bit of extra, as you can see, just a bit of a lift there. Because I don't know what direction to take this channel in, and when it comes to longer form content and things like that, I really don't know what to do. I don't know, is the channel, you know, my friends were saying, are you going to keep it going? And it kind of made me think. So I've just put a little bit underneath. That's just the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick mascara. I think we won't go any further with the mascara. Okay, I'm just going to set a couple of places. There will be photos obviously at the end of this, but if there's something that is kind of relatable, that people find relatable to somebody, that's when they start to kind of get that traction on their channel. But I'm not going to come on and kind of pretend to be somebody I'm not, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of people out there that pretend to be a character, and they're not actually that person. And I don't want to do that. You know, I want to be authentic. Okay, I'm going to go back in just with this, just to set the eyes around. Bye, we're just finished. So bye, Rumpelstiltskin. Great talking to you. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I think we're all going to be going to bed pretty soon. Yeah, Bear will be calling me soon too. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the good to speak to you, Rumpelstiltskin. This is just a angled fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go in with the ivory color here of the elf quad, and just the inner corners, we're just going to brighten them up slightly. Just gives that kind of wide-eyed effect. Later, I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. UK time if you're free. Kaya had to go because it was a little bit late for her, so have a good sleep. Okay, guys. I think we've kind of come to the end. I will do photos in a moment. Do I ever wear eyeliner? I know I can't wear eyeshadow because my eyebrows are up really high. Okay. And it just looks off. That's why I always line the eyes. That's a good idea, to make them pop. I've never really, I don't know, I used to when I was younger. Now I don't so much. But yeah, I can see why people would. Lofi, he secretly keeps losing weight, and he was or got thin, and he made everyone believe that he was fat for many years. I mean, due to his body, he faced many problems, but somehow he worked hard and got thin. Oh, so he was staying bigger to try and kind of keep his channel going, basically, and kind of become popular. I get, but then actually he was losing weight. I understand. I understand what you mean. So I'm thinking before we go, just to change this lip color, because I think there's two similar and I don't want it to kind of cancel out each other and make it look a bit pale, basically. So we're just going to go in. I'm going to do a couple of swatches and then we're going to go. I won't keep people on too long because it is getting, this is a bit deep, I think, this red. Let's have a look. I don't think we should go for red really, but let's just have it. Yeah, that's too bright. Okay. I mean, you shouldn't trick people on your channel, should you? If that's what he was doing. This one here. Oh, super red as well. What could I look at, guys? It may be that I might have to go and get something, and yeah, I've got, because I was doing a red lipstick video the other night, or live, all my red lipsticks are here. So what I might do is use this blush and double it up. And we might just see if this works. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just kind of makes it a little bit more, kind of a bit more different and not so similar. Okay. What time is it there now? Well, I'm just about to go, and I think it's probably near 10 o'clock UK time. But I'm gonna leave you guys to it shortly. I do hope that I see you all again tomorrow, but I am kind of thinking about, obviously my health has made me realize, like, what do I want to do with the channel, what would be good for the channel, and kind of in terms of content. So that's kind of something that's on my mind a lot. So I'm gonna have to, I really do have to think of, you know, the reality of the channel getting bigger, and that's obviously down to me putting the work in. So I have a lot to think about. I do appreciate all of you guys being here. Red Miller, this was nice. I hope you keep going. Thank you. I'm going to have to put a lot of thought into it, particularly the longer form content, what I do, because I want it to be relatable to people. I don't want it to be something that's not me. You know, it's not authentic. So yeah, I'll have a few, I'll have a think, and we'll go from there. But thank you guys. I appreciate you guys coming on tonight, and I love seeing the regulars as well as the new as well, because it means that you guys enjoy coming back. All that talk of mukbangs has now made me hungry, but I am not going to ease because it's 10 o'clock at night UK time, and I'll wait till tomorrow. um, but yes, thank you guys again. I really do appreciate you being here. I'll see you soon.